Hey guys, it's J19, brought yet another video, and today we're going to talk about the PlayStation 5 Pro. A lot of stuff going around, leaks, rumors, discussion, so I thought I'd give my input about a PS5 Pro, right? So with that said, let's get right into it. PlayStation 5 Pro, according to Tom Henderson, is still coming, right? And there's some leaks and some rumors and stuff going around that's supporting these specs, and it's going all over the place, and so I want to give my thoughts on it, right? I want to give my thoughts on not what they say, but what I expect from the PlayStation 5 Pro. As you guys know, PlayStation 5 has 825 gigabytes of SSD storage. Internal storage, it's got up to 4K 120, even though, let's face it, it's more like 4K 30 with ray tracing. Some games do hit 4K 60 with ray tracing, but it's more like first-person shooters. Resident Evil 7 is like the very first game that I know of that hits 4K 120 without ray tracing. So that's cool. That's cool and all. But let's face it. Like, we can't have the PlayStation 5 Pro matching what that has, right? And we're going to talk about the three things in this category that I want to see. So, first up, let's talk about the storage, right? Storage is number one for me. Because I had to buy the 1TB SSD for my PS5, so I have extra storage, and that helped a ton. But I can see why a lot of people are kind of like flipping out about why does the PS5 doesn't have enough storage initially. So the problem is with the OS nowadays, like you're looking at about 667 gigabytes at launch. I don't know how much it is now with all the updates, right? It could be a lot less now, but that's the problem. So if you're going to have a PlayStation 5 Pro, I was talking to some people, and some people don't think that's going to possibly be happening. I'm like, why? Why won't happen? Because if you're going to have a PlayStation 5 Pro, like last gen, was to do it updated the storage, right? You get a better amount of storage, right? So my expectations is you got to hit the over a 1TB threshold now, especially with these big games like Call of Duty. Like Final Fantasy 16 is 90 gigs. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is going to be on 4K Ultra HD discs. So you're looking at over 100 gigabytes, at least 150 gigabytes for that game. Like, games are starting to get massive, guys. Especially AAA titles. Like, so you're going to need some storage. So Sony has to keep that in mind when making a PlayStation 5 Pro, which I know they probably are. I'm about 80% sure they're going to have PS5 Pro, according to Tom Henderson, which he's never wrong. But I'm still going to keep in my back of my mind that, hey, Sony might back out on it. Might be say, you know what? It's not worth to do a PS5 Pro now. Let's just wait. Let's just do a PlayStation 6. Who knows, right? But let's just say the Pro does exist. I'm 80% sure it does. So you got to increase the storage. So what's my storage capacity I want to see? About 1.5 to 2 terabytes worth of storage. I think with that, you're looking at a console that people are going to say, you know what? I want to spend the extra $100 for. I want to spend the extra money just for storage alone. Like, holy crap, that's way better than the PlayStation 5, right? Now, for those who are on a budget, you can still buy the base model PS5 and wherever the Slim's going to be. I'm not here to talk about Slim because I could care less. Because I already got a PS5. But for the Pro version, you got to have over 1TB. I'm talking about 1.5 to 2 terabytes, right? That's the first step. What's the second step, right? Ray tracing. Ray tracing looks absolutely stunning in a lot of games. We can tell that sometimes ray tracing is not at its best. There's some games like some reflections look kind of like a little off. I mean, it looks good, but don't look extremely great like PC, right? I'm not saying that PS5 Pro has to match what PCs are doing now. But they can make improvements on it, right? Make the next step of ray tracing. Take it to the next step. I know they can. Like, they see what PCs can do, especially AMD, since we're all into AMD for like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. So AMD's out, right, with their new tech. So Sony can start increasing the ray tracing aspects of that with what AMD's doing, right? So you can take the next step and go, okay, how can we make ray tracing a lot better, right? How can we make it better where people go, whoa, like this is a step up from the base model. Like, I am so glad I upgraded. So my final thing I want to talk about is resolution / frame rate. So now you guys already know that PlayStation 5 does hit 4K 30 with ray tracing in most cases, right? If you want 60 FPS, sometimes some games do support 4K, like I said earlier in the video, and yada yada yada. For me, my expectations for PlayStation 5 Pro is hitting 4K 60 to 120 FPS with ray tracing. Now, if ray tracing is off, you can hit 120. If ray tracing is on, 4K 60. That is my absolute expectation for PS5 Pro. If you're going to take it to the next step, that'd be the next step. 4K 60 at launch, or ray tracing, or improved ray tracing. That is the expectations. 8K, we are not even near 8K gaming. 8K monitors, 8K devices, TVs are super expensive. There's no demand for that right now. So this talk of how these leaks are saying 8K performance mode, nobody cares. Nobody cares about 8K gaming. It's not here yet. It's too expensive. Like, if you got thousands and thousands, millions of dollars you want to spend on 8K gaming and streaming devices, hey, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the money. Most of us gamers do not. We're looking at, most of us gamers have 1440p, 1080p, or 4K, right? We're in that range. A lot of us is pushing towards 4K. For me, it's 4K. I would love to see 4K 60, 4K 120 FPS, or ray tracing. That is the absolute expectation. Now, for 120 FPS, if they don't want to hit that 4K, that's fine. 1440p, 120 FPS. Now, if the PlayStation 5 Pro wants to hit beyond 120 frames, let's say 240, I don't know if it's going to go that far, but leave that for 1080p gaming, right? That'd be fine. So 1080p, 240 FPS, 120 FPS for 144p resolution. And then my biggest expectations is 4K 60 to 120 frame rates per second with ray tracing. So those are the three I want to see. Storage beyond 1 terabyte, so 1.5 to 2 terabytes. I want to see ray tracing improved to levels of PC levels, not high-end current gen, or even get up to where last gen was at, right? Last gen 6000 series for AMD, right? Get wherever they are in their spectrum, right? Their big spectrum of like where ray tracing is for PS5 for like AMD's 6000 series. Take the next step up a little bit. Improve upon the ray tracing. And finally, you guys know me, 4K 60 to 120 FPS with ray tracing, with improved ray tracing, what have you. 120, 44 FPS, not FPS, what? 120 FPS with 1440p. That'll be my next thing. That'd be good. And then if you want 240 frames, maybe go up to 1080p. That would be great for console gaming. You have a choice, right? Depends on what monitor, what device display you have. You are confiscated for, right? You do have options, but the main thing is 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing. That is the must-have that make me buy a PS5 Pro. That is my expectations. If they meet all those, I'll buy it day one. And I'll give the PlayStation 5 to my brother, my old one. I'll keep the Pro. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna pass on it. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say for the PlayStation 5 Pro. You guys think this is this? What's your expectations? Do you guys agree with my expectations or not? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. With that said, if you guys want more videos on PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation in general, feel free to like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification to stay notified when I upload my next videos. And with that said, share with a friend, let everybody know about my expectations, what you guys think, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. With that said, be safe out there, be nice to each other, have a wonderful day, wonderful night, keep on keeping on, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.